All right, let's get started in this game 1 of Losers Final. All right. And unlike most other matches, Pelca actually opted in for the aggression instead of setting up shop with the grenade and immediately puts SA in the back. But SA fighting back, getting out of the corner. And you see how he understands the grenades aren't too big of a threat. They're not cooked. Pelca understanding that. Now starting to cook some, mixing up with that grab. And this up tilt going to give Pelca that advantage he needed. Looking for that forward smash. He feeling himself a bit from that last set. And there goes the up tilt. And just like that, almost 30 seconds in, Pelca takes the first stock. And he's definitely not done. Already has SA off stage again and has lapped him in percent. However, SA with the retaliation misses that S smash. No real punish, but and you got Pelca here with the grenade. It's going to explode on him. SA again looking for those S smashes, looking to finish the job. Nice little F tilt going to come out. Another side B from SA. This is a chance he needs. He has him in the corner. Gets the wrong guess. No cancel F tilt, not going to work. Back air, going to at least put him far back. But snake in the air, honestly, something dangerous to see. SA willing to gamble with that trade there. And he's been in advantage for a while. And sometimes you just kind of got to do that. You just got to keep pushing him forward. You got to tell him, I'm going to keep going. That's exactly how he sealed out that game. Nice grab. Going to continue some more damage. As Pelca, as soon as he got in, getting a lot done. Almost getting that C4. Now he has center stage and setting up the C4s there as well. Grenade trade going to come through. And oh, that S smash is barely whiffing. Getting a back air. I mean, with all the percent that SA has, you think he'd be a bit more scared, but that's not the player he is. He can be very fearless at times, and that's what got him this far. And a great mix-up with that up B. Even more so with the down tilt. Looking to finish the stock. Both of these players at even percents, and that side B is going to take it. SA getting the lead this first game. Forwarded to some nairs. Nice little strings coming through. And SA is able to push him to 60, but that grenade going to push SA off screen. Now, SA trying to see if they can finish things. Both of these players on their last leg. Pelca doing a great job of mixing up. This is a very, like a 180 of what happened the last few sets. Grenades coming through up to far range. Not getting punched because it shouldn't have been there, but now SA waiting for that landing, messes up the punish. Grenade's going to punish him for it, and they're going to keep going. These players are almost even percent. Jeez, that F tilt almost finishing up. SA expecting Cypher, but also catching that roll. Pelca trying to look to mix things. And jeez, what a game 1. That was crazy. Very explosive indeed. We're running it right back. Both of these players are willing to give us the best lobber knocker they can. Roy versus Snake. Game 2. Off the bat, this time Pelca opting for that little shop. Actually pushes SA right off stage. C4 gonna get some damage too, but this not without Snake taking some himself. And now SA getting some strings. And Snake, honestly, doesn't have the greatest disadvantage. He needs a lot of room to make sure he's relatively safe. SA going with that read. Not gonna work out. And because of that, he's now in the back foot of the situation. A great ledge trap there. So much projectiles. A lot of just sensory overload by Pelca. It would have bait him into eventually getting that up tilt. Now we see him continuously setting up. Elected to get rid of that C4. However, almost getting him killed. The SA might have extended a bit, but however, he manages to get it through. Almost back. And there's that out tilt from center stage. Not going to do it just yet, but one more of those and we'll definitely be seeing Pelca Probably in the blast zone. The grenades coming through. Pelca willing. He's starting to slow things down a bit, understanding that he has this lead. He doesn't need to play it exactly as aggressive as Essay's been doing. Do it at his own pace. Up tilt. Gonna get that wet noodle. Nothing crazy. Sheesh. that was a crazy up tilt. I don't know how that is. Oh my gosh. If that would have connected, that would have been some crazy stuff. But Essay trying to show him who's boss. A lot of these smash attacks going in, trying to get a good read on the situation, trying to make the comeback. However, Pelca playing this strong, putting these projectiles down. Dabbing a back air. Not going to do it just yet. But I mean, 92 at ledge. Very scary situation. Pelca with an up tilt himself. And Nikita going to be able to punish it, but not the second time around. Both of these characters, both of these players playing so in each other's faces. Pelca coming out this time, though. And with that, we have Retro X jumping in.
Hey, what's up? So we got Pelca versus Essay. Essay's up 1 game, losers finals. That's actually crazy. The fact that like these two are meeting on this side of the bracket and Cairo's sitting on winner's side is phenomenal.
Very crazy day for him.
Yeah.
For all these players, and there goes that up tilt yet again. Off stage.
Ooh, F tilt again.
Is Pelca. Yeah, this might be the stock. Barely whiffs.
Ends up missing the fair. It cost him.
But not. He wasn't slippery enough. Essay able to get that up air, finish the stock. Now Pelca with a bit of a lead. You see the different type of gameplay we're seeing from Pelca. I mean, he's not playing. He's not playing his camping. He's somewhat kind of camping in his face.
Yeah, it's true. Honestly, one of the scariest things to do is be behind against Snake. And at this percent, it's looking really dangerous.
And you saw right there, one false step. A parry into out tilt coming your way, and you see that's the great equalizer, the finisher. It's everything you need.
Yeah, definitely. Snake's up tilt being one of his strongest, basically one of his strongest options out of shield. Yeah, no problem. So we're gonna move on to game 3 now. Let's see, where did they go? Going right back to PS2. A very neutral stage for both characters, and definitely one that can be utilized with platforms, layout, and all that. So Pelca taking the high route, grenade in hand. That's the tricky thing about this matchup. The sword is going to proc the grenade just about wherever he's hitting him. That's going to be a clean dancing blade. Not going to take the stock just yet, staying at 115, 16%.
And Essay, he does a great job of punishing Pelca off stage. Make sure he reaches that disadvantage as much as he can.
Ooh, that was very clean.
And that's exactly why he got that up tilt. I mean,
yeah.
Very different from last game. This game is not even whatsoever.
No, now Snake with without the lead, it's scary for Snake because he's taking all of this damage from his own projectiles. Grenades keep blowing up on him or anything like that, and it just racks up real quick.
However, Pelca known to be one of those Snakes that can be a bit more aggressive when he needs to.
So, just gonna gentleman off stage. Ooh, gonna break the shield. Break. I don't know if he's gonna get back in time, but he could definitely get a stock with neutral B or forward smash.
Unfortunate, and this game looking all but over. But I mean, we've seen Pelca make comebacks like this very tournament.
Yeah, and that's a good way to start it. Now, one of the biggest things that Pelca is a fan of is that fair, which can take stocks as early as like 20%. So, gotta watch out for that. And there he goes. He tried to go and get it right there.
Two-frame, and now just trying again with some sensory overload to get some things, but I say one of those people who doesn't care if you're in his face. He'll come right back at you.
Yeah, so this is the big thing about like playing against Snake is keeping him in the air and juggling him is the best way to rack up percent, and SA was doing just that. Now we're back in the neutral, so it's going to be a little bit harder for him to get back in the situation. Dancing Blade and knock him right off stage.
This is exactly what, oh my gosh, that Cypher barely coming through. That, and yeah, throwing him back, setting up the ledge, getting the trade. And look at that. Within only, what, a minute spam?
Yeah.
This is back to,
the backer?
One stock each. However, We've seen Pelca in this situation. We've seen what SA could do.
Oh, I don't know. I don't agree with. I don't know. I
mean,
feel
he
like
almost
F still
had it-
F forward smash.
Yeah, he added at another point. But either way, that back air gonna take that game. And SA, a player known for his momentum,
Yeah.
really push forward.
SA kind of reeling back in his seat a little bit because that was a 3-stock lead that brought it back to like a 1-stock, and it was,
Yeah, it was almost
pretty
reverse
close.
3-stock. It was
So-
very crazy. Pelca at times very immaculate, very aggressive as well. Sometimes you got to be like that when you're playing someone as aggressive as SA.
Yeah, and Pelca with Snake, he's it's literally like watching someone paint a picture. To be honest, it's can be quite difficult being on the other foot of that.
Yeah, those explosives look like modern art. And that's what you see in both these players' gameplay. I mean, that's why they're in losers finals. And immediately this game, looking like it's Pelca's players, they're making it a slobber knocker for both of us.
Ooh,
all these
almost getting the
viewers.
2-frame.
Either way, he's still in control of the situation.
Very nice.
And gets the read too. My gosh, Nikita coming through.
That was a good route to take. Now we're gonna see SA take his turn, and he's gonna get up tilted. Unfortunately, was not fast enough to take action there.
You
This
gotta
is
make
looking like
sure.
a whole reverse.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised. SA took game 1, Pelca game 2. I mean, maybe they're just taking turns, you know?
Yeah, and not switching stages or anything like that. So
These are players committed. They don't even care. It's somewhat of a pride thing, you know?
yeah, but SA with a rather clean stock right now, not gonna get hit by any of that. 86%. He can take the stock right now with just a clean jab, back air, close to the edge. But this is the thing. Pelca's setting up. He's not letting him get back to stage at this point, keeping him over on the left.
The up tilt not going to finish it. However, a second one will do. Now it's the exact opposite of last game.
Yeah, see if SA can make this reverse three stock. Up air, not going to take the stock just yet.
At least it was a good start to it. And
Oh,
that
that
side
was
beat just getting broken by the explosive. I remember that. Ooh, that slash. Now the C4 is right there on that purple ball.
Yeah, 33% won't kill, but it's still gotta takes control of like that whole area. It's crazy, crazy move.
And Pelca getting a good percent with the combo into the C4. SA just trying to fight back, but at 84%, you really got to make sure you're pushing some good buttons. I can tell you that much.
Now C4, this is really dangerous playing around it, but since he was in hit stun, didn't matter. 105% is not looking good.
Pelca wasting an air dodge. This is a moment. However, it's blitzed by SA. Now, with Snake in the corner, SA trying to do the rest and put as much pressure as he can.
141 next grab is it.
And you can see that SA not playing too much into it.
141 to 0%.
I mean, we've seen by multiple players, especially SA, oh my God.
I wonder, he could have probably grabbed him a couple more times. Anyway,
How many
154
left?
next grab, that's it.
I think
Again.
SA understands that. However, sometimes when you're trying to avoid one option and you know it's going to kill, another's going to slip right by it, and that's what we saw there with the C4.
Yeah, the C4 being a strong zoning tool, able to basically him placing it either in the center of the stage or one of the platforms is probably one of the strongest parts about Snake. C4 being able to hit underneath the platform, controlling that whole space, it really helps keep Pelca in this zone where you can kind of lay traps and projectile.
Exactly. And now, game 5. See the fist bump, the respect these two players have for each other. Playing a beautiful set. I'm glad we're all here to see it.
Yeah, no
this
matter
time,
what.
not PS2. SA taking this a bit more serious with the bands and whatnot. Taking it on the stage, I know he likes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, not going to capitalize on that. I wonder if you have too much lag to do anything.
Yeah, I mean, that smash actually can be
Oh,
pretty crazy.
that is not what you want to see in
that's-
Game 5.
Oh my gosh. As we know, a Snake with the lead can be extremely disheartening to have to fight against, especially after an SD.
Yeah, and on a stage like this is not a bad stage for Snake. That F smash not going to take it, but
This is a great stage for Roy. And Roy's able to get a lot of combos, especially with the platform to continue him. But I mean, at this point, man, one false step, this set can be just over.
yeah. And 124, not going to get hit by the second F smash.
Nice little parry. I mean, Sometimes that's what you got to do to get that momentum back.
Forward throw. Akita. That's
in the
it.
stock, yeah.
And just for good measure. Now we're looking at a repeat of last game. He's down 3 stocks. Grenade. I don't think he would have died there, but still helps out.
Yeah, now Pelca on the ledge. I think he's just kind of being content with this, understanding how SA needs to be greedy in order to win this. Look at him taking his time. He's got at least 5 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, he's gonna. So, he's definitely he's shooting for basically like, anything at this point.
That was like 3 grabs in a row. Can we talk about that? Like, we're seeing a broken man right now. I'm sorry, SA, but
yeah,
and he got that 1 stock. Let's see if that's exactly what he needed. Sometimes you need to get the first. You know, you can get 1 stock, you can get the second.
Yeah, exactly. In a 3-stock meta, you have a lot to play with, but that's going to be it. Oh!
No, it's not. Some good DI coming through, even with the parry up tilt. Not going to be enough. Explosion going to come through. Nice little punish by SA.
Yeah.
But a down tilt, not the option you want to do.
So, that was some. That aside from that last game, that was a very, very close set.
I mean,
you hate to see SDs happen, but
yeah,
it could happen to anybody at any time in any situation.
It can also happen to you. And
yeah,
you know, it probably has. You all been there. So we'll pour one out for SA.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's not happy about it, but hey, with a 3rd place finish, I don't think you can be too sad.